'Tis the season for Christmas advertising, and we all know that Britain has the best Christmas adverts. So I thought I would do a video today sharing some of the best ones from the year and sharing my thoughts on it. Now, I don't really do reaction videos that often, but since I spent more than 30 years of my life working in advertising and branding and packaging, I always have a lot of opinions on those things. I definitely watch Christmas ads and have thoughts about them. I thought I would just do a little video today sharing some of the best ones of 2023. So let's get into it. I'm excited to watch this Aldi Christmas advert because I just filmed my Aldi Christmas video where I showed the Christmas items here in Texas at Aldi and compared them with what was available in the UK. I've never shopped at Aldi at Christmas before, so this was fun to see what was in the store and to actually see the Kevin the Carrot, which was not a character I was familiar with. I'd seen him in Christmas adverts for Aldi in the past, but it was fun to actually see him in store this time. So let's see what he's up to this year.
A magical Christmas Eve, the most wonderful time of year. 5 lucky winners waited, then William Conquer appeared. Inside, the Plumpty Dumptys prepared a big celebration.
Welcome to my world of festive innovation.
Look, trumpeting sprouts.
The guests were told politely they really mustn't touch, but the greedy, gluttonous grape didn't listen very much.
My beautiful gravy.
The sulky, sour rhubarb always put herself first. It was just a matter of time before her bubble burst.
I want a mince pie now!
Came a frosty shout. Then she learned her lesson, that spoiled little sprout.
I can see his plum crack.
Christmas isn't selfish. It's not all me, me, me. Yet nobody had mentioned this to the mischievous Kiwi. Only Kevin the Carrot clearly understood the true meaning of Christmas and the importance of being good.
Congratulations, Kevin. You've passed the test. I'd like to present you with the cheese to the factory.
Wow, that's huge, Willie. Can I share my good fortune with everyone?
That's the spirit, Kevin.
Seasonal goodwill was truly in the air, for Christmas is a time that's sweeter when you share.
Okay, of course, that tagline is great. Christmas being sweeter when you share. So that I loved that, and so many things to unpack with that video. So kind of starting with the end, the whole key to the city being cheese. I loved that since I love cheese, and Aldi has great cheese, I've recently discovered. So that was super fun. Right at the beginning when they showed the title of the advert, when it said Kevin and the something factory, I'm like, oh, this sounds like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So that's really fun. If you're familiar with the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie, obviously the Roald Dahl book, but the movie adaptation of it and all the characters, it was really fun how they used the different fruits and vegetables to represent characters from the movie so well. That was just really a fun, it was a fun theme, but then the food photography and imagery was beautiful. So it was very appetizing too. I really liked it for a Christmas ad. It would make me want to go Christmas shopping at Aldi. Next up is the Sainsbury's Christmas advert.
Customer service till 3, please.
Hey Sainsbury's, I have a question. It's about Santa.
Uh-oh.
What does he have for his Christmas dinner?
I think he'd kick off with a charcuterie treat.
Charcuterie. Yum.
Then it's got to be succulent, slow-cooked British turkey crowds.
And he'd love a taste the difference no beef Wellington.
I've got no beef with that.
How about some cheese?
Come on, Rick. Cheese before pudding. You know the rules.
And so do I. Mince pies?
Not again, Raj.
Maybe you're home for Christmas Belgium chocolate mousse then?
Yes, Raj.
Yes, Raj!
Sainsbury's. Good food for all of us.
So there wasn't really an altruistic message about the meaning of Christmas or anything here, but it did have some delicious food. So they're a supermarket. I don't blame them for trying to sell some food. And it was fun, the whole question at the beginning when the little girl's like, I have a question about Santa. So that was fun. Very surprised to see the Rick Astley cameo appearance there. That was funny, and I guess they were making a joke about his whole Rickroll video and how cheesy that is, and that's why they made a joke with him about cheese. It was a bit of a reach, but kind of fun. So I thought this was a pleasant little Christmas ad. Probably not my favorite one of the year or all time, but I liked it. Let's see what Disney has in store for their Christmas advert this year.
A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep.
Em sonhos a vida é calma.
Te exprime com sinceridade. विश्वास करो तुम सपनों पर और मंजिल पे ना होगी दूर.
Now I see the tie-in. They got some new movie coming out called Wish. So that's the relevance for Disney, is to get us to watch that movie that's probably coming out around Christmas time. So it was a very Disney ad. It seemed just super Disney the whole way through. My favorite part actually was the talented children that were singing. That was fun. It was a very global ad showing festive celebrations all around the world. So yeah, I thought it was a fun ad. It wasn't super inspiring, and I don't know that it would make me go watch the Disney movie, but it was a nice little ad. Probably not my favorite of the year. JD Sports has had some interesting ads in the past, so let's see what they have for this Christmas.
You deliver flowers for a living.
Kids nowadays, eh? Look.
Hey, shut up.
Wake up, man.
I want to meet people around me that I love proud. I want to be travelling.
And retire my parents and be like independent. I don't have to rely on like someone else.
These guys be chatting, right like bees be capping. I keep relapping, I'm telling monkeys be rashing. I'm what I know about drip, I keep it those expensive fashion.
What's this? I'm in. I haven't scored a lot.
A lot to unpack in that ad as well. It was very urban, very young, very British youth targeted. So I am definitely not the target consumer for this ad because I'm an old American lady, and that is very young and very British. So I actually read a little snippet about this ad, and I think sprinkled throughout that ad are a bunch of celebrities, none of whom I recognized because I'm not young and hip and British. So to the target audience, that might have been more relevant and compelling. The title of the advert is The Bag for Life, and they kept showing that yellow plastic JD Sports bag, and I'm a little confused by that. Are they trying to really hype up this bag and you should go buy something at their store so you can get a plastic drawstring bag? I don't know. That's probably also not going to be my favorite ad of the year. But it's not really fair for me to evaluate an ad that I'm totally off the mark as being the target consumer. But I will just say one last thing about it. There was nothing Christmassy in it at all. The closest to anything festive was they showed some families getting together and celebrating and eating food together. So it was kind of a stretch to even feel like it was a Christmas ad. The next ad is for TK Maxx. You can tell it's a British ad because in the States we call it TJ Maxx. But I'm not sure I've seen TK Maxx Christmas adverts before, so I am curious to see what this one's like.
Drop your glasses, shake it, face screwed up like you having hot flash.
Okay, people hate it when I stop the ads, so I'm gonna try not to stop the ads. But I can already tell you in the first 8 seconds, I love this ad. It's got attitude, it's got music, it's got talking animals. I mean, I'm gonna like this ad.
Ashes, which one? Pick one. This one classic. Red from blind, yeah. Jump drastic. Why this? Why that? Lip stop basking. Listen to me, baby. Relax and start.
Jean, you buy all the farm designer outfits?
I did.
I thought we were keeping it small with the gifts this year.
Oh, I did, love.
Oh, that's my Jean.
Spoil all your loved ones for less. I like it. It's Christmassy, it's festive, it's totally on brand for TK Maxx, absolutely. It had a lot of magenta in it, and for those of you who know me, you know I'm obsessed with otters, hence the channel name, hedgehogs, and puffins. So there was a hedgehog in the ad. I love this. I love this ad. It didn't tell a really big, long story like British Christmas adverts are inclined to do. And in case you haven't noticed, lots of times on these YouTube videos of the ads, they'll have like 1.5 or 2.5 minute ads, which that's probably not going to always air on television. This, I think, was a 45-second ad. So it was a shorter ad. What didn't have some super altruistic big tearjerker message, but I loved this ad. This is my favorite one so far. This is the one to beat. We'll see if there's any others that sweep me off my feet, but so far I'm loving this one. The next ad is for Bailey's Irish Cream.
Bailey's?
This is probably the shortest advert that we will look at in this video. I think it's only 20 seconds long, and I think that they're trying to sell you on their festive chalktail. So maybe that's Bailey's Irish Cream with something chocolatey in it. I don't know. Hannah Waddingham is a fantastic singer and vocalist. It was a very festive ad, and again, I'm not the target market since I'm not a drinker, but if I were, that would probably make me want to try that cocktail. So very Christmassy, short little ad to fit in with all the other really long Christmas adverts. So I liked it. The next ad is for Coca-Cola.
Holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming.
'Tis the season, watch out, look around, something's coming, coming to town, coming to your town. Something magic in the night, can you see it shining bright? Shining bright.
that was a 30-second ad, so another very short one. And boy, just all about promoting Coca-Cola. That was pretty much a very simple message of just Coca-Cola being connected to Christmas. And the interesting thing is, there's the whole religious side of Christmas and the real meaning of Christmas, and then there's the secular side and kind of the commercial side of how we all celebrate Christmas. And particularly speaking as an American, the Christmas trees and the Santa and the presents and everything. And it's amazing how much of the tradition of Christmas imagery in the US is connected to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola really invented this Santa, this Sandbloom Santa, I think he's called. So the image that you see here of the man in the red suit with the white furry trim and the big belly and the big white beard and the little rosy cheeks and nose, certainly the Night Before Christmas had some of that imagery, but Coca-Cola brought it to life with this exact image, and this is who we all think of as Santa, is really Coca-Cola's vision of Santa. In that regard, I guess this is really continuing that American Christmas tradition, but it's just a very blazingly self-promoting ad of Coca-Cola means Christmas. I'm not really sure what the message was beyond that. So I thought this was a fine Christmas ad, but again, probably not anything horribly clever or entertaining. I've not done a Boots ad for Christmas before, so let's see what Boots has for their 2023 Christmas advert.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Mum, who gives presents to Santa?
I'm gonna get there somehow. I'm leaving right away. I could be there in a minute if I had an aeroplane. There'd be just nothing in it if I hadn't missed a train. No juice in my jalopy, it's no good using that. I could pedal on my pushback, but the tires are too darn flat. But I'm gonna get there somehow. I'm ringing up to say that I'm gonna get there somehow. I'm leaving right away. Hop into a taxi, but I haven't got the fare. If I hitchhike on a lorry, well, it mightn't go past there. But I'm gonna get there somehow, and I'm ringing up to say that I'm gonna get there somehow. I'm leaving right away. Yes, I'm gonna get there somehow. If I crawl around on my knees, if I don't get there tomorrow, come looking for me, please.
So the Boots tagline for this Christmas is "Give Joy," and that was a cute ad. I love just the idea that the little girl sees a Santa and says, "Mom, who gives Santa presents for Christmas?" So she wanted to give back, and I think that's a great message. So it was cute how they then proceeded with the story is the mom takes her little girl. I guess they're trying to go all the way to the North Pole. Oh, the part of the ad I love the best is, again, as an American, where we definitely have a difference between the northern part of the country and the southern part of the country, just like Britain does. I was laughing the first time I was driving around in England with Ian, like the northern part of England, and they had signs saying "the North." I just thought that was hilarious because you would never see that in the States. Here's the North. So I love that they put that in the ad when they're trying to find the North Pole, that of course they get on the motorway and they drive toward the North, but then of course they ended up taking trains, planes, and automobiles to get there. And also was a little bit like a story just of giving, how the little girl was giving presents along the way. They bought all these things. They bought out all of the Boots, and then they were giving things away to just various people along the way who needed a little Christmas cheer. And then, of course, Santa was left with nothing except for some flight socks, which I'm sure he was really thrilled to have. But I thought it was a cute ad. Next up is M&S Christmas Food, and I know last year they had Dawn French in their ad, and I think she's back for this year. I love Dawn French, so I am looking forward to seeing what this year's advert has.
Oh no, so sad. Someone needs a hand.
I'm alive!
Speak to me, Left.
Oh, I got snow right up my ass.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, hello. I'm Right, and my damp friend here is
Left.
Yeah, he does that when he gets excited.
Lovely. What on earth were you doing outside?
Oh, goody. It's backstory time. Picture a little girl, let's call her Lily, on a family trip across the pond. Picture a cold night and loose backpack.
Okay.
Picture Lily's tears, knowing she may never again feel the warmth of our polyester knit.
I feel so empty.
What a sad story.
Why, thank you.
Come on, let's sprinkle you with some M&S Christmas magic. Oh, yes. It gets better. Oh, no, that's worse. And here's a feast fit for a mitten.
Best Christmas ever!
This is not just food. This is M&S Christmas food.
That was cute at the end. Food fit for a mitten. That was adorable. Okay, so I was totally surprised watching that ad because I had no idea Ryan Reynolds was doing voiceover in the ad. If you are British, let me know if you recognized his voice and knew who he was. Obviously, his big tie to Britain this past year or so has been buying the Wrexham Football Club. And Ryan Reynolds, in addition to being a massive movie star, also owns one of the fastest growing mobile phone companies in the US. So there's ads about Mint Mobile constantly that we're seeing on YouTube with him in them. And then he owns like some vodka company, some alcohol beverage. I don't remember what it is exactly. He's just doing all kinds of stuff in addition to having this big family and continuing to work as an actor. So that was a huge surprise to hear his voice in this ad. And I love how M&S Food takes the little Dawn French fairy, I guess she's the fairy on the top of the tree, whatever she is, she kind of comes to life, and then there seems to be a theme of her animating inanimate objects that have something to do with Christmas or winter. So really fun and great shot of M&S Food there at the end. So I really like this ad. This is definitely one of my favorites for the year. I'm not sure I have done a Lidl Christmas ad in the past. So we did Aldi, so let's throw Lidl into the mix here. And for those of you who are British and want to correct my pronunciation, because I don't say it the same way as you, before you say that in the comments, just keep in mind it's a German company, and Aldi, Lidl, we're both saying those brand names wrong, so we probably should both be saying it the German way. Okay, let's see what Lidl has to offer this Christmas. was an interesting ending there. It kind of brings it all together for me, because I was wondering if Lidl does sell the kind of teddy bear stuffed animal that they were showing there. But I love that they were promoting the toy drive at the end. So that was great. And yeah, I love this ad. This is probably one of my favorites of the year. Just the message of sometimes those people that we're overlooking or we're not really fully appreciating, and how they can add a lot to our lives if we just give them a chance. I love how the dog kind of made up with the raccoon at the end. And I just have to tell a personal story here. So Ian, when we lived in San Antonio, we only lived there for about 6 or 7 months, but we lived in this house that, unlike here in North Texas, all of our houses are just built on slab. But there in San Antonio, we had a home that was built with a crawl space under it. And we had loads of stray cats in that part of San Antonio. So there were just feral cats everywhere. And there was one particular stray cat who lived in our backyard, who we called Moocher. And we used to leave cat food out for Moocher because she just lived there all the time. And what that meant is that other stray cats would come to our yard as well. Well, Ian, he has a soft spot for these raccoons, right? So turns out raccoons just like this one, kind of gray, fluffy, fat raccoons, we had several of them that lived underneath our house. And at night, they would come out of the crawl space and they would go check out and see if there's any food in the cat food bowl. Well, Ian would say he was leaving cat food out for Moocher, but I knew he was really leaving it out for the raccoons when he was out there putting food in at, 8 or 9 o'clock at night, because the raccoons would come out in the middle of the night. So we had this glass wall all across the back of our kitchen at the back of the house. So he would sit there with the lights off and wait for the raccoons to come lumbering out with their fat little fluffy gray and black striped bodies and munch at the cat food. And he just loved that. So I'm definitely going to have to show Ian this Christmas ad. Now let's see what Asda's Christmas ad is this year.
I had 2 cats when I was growing up, Kitty and Litty. Well, I didn't have them, but, they were mine.
What is that? Is it the aircon unit again?
Shall I call building services?
I think Bob's in tonight. Who's Bob?
What is that?
Wow! This is amazing.
Oh, look at this.
This looks so magical. Oh my God, I love these colours.
Is that gargling?
I say we open it.
Must be a light here somewhere.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Shall we?
Oh, to be continued. I guess there's a Michael Bublé sequel maybe coming to this ad. Anyway, that was a fun ad. I'm surprised that Asda paid to have Michael Bublé in an advert, so that's good. I just have to say, though, I have never seen an Asda store look like that. That looked amazing and probably not very accurate for what you're going to see in most Asdas this Christmas. But that was a cute ad. Again, probably not my favorite, but we'll have to see what the continuation of the ad is. Maybe it'll change my mind. Next up is an ad from a place called Very, and I actually don't know anything about Very. I know it has a beautiful magenta logo, so of course I like it based on that, but I don't really know what the company is, so let's watch their Christmas advert.
the online store for fashion, home and more, plus ways to pay that work your way. Very. Let's make it sparkle.
So it's an online store for fashion and home items. Okay. That looks like a good ad for them. Again, I'm a little biased. I love that the birds were making everything about Christmas magenta. So if you're British, let me know what you think of this brand, this company, as well as what you thought of the ad. I thought it was a cute ad. Next up is a Barber ad, and Boppy recommended I watch this one. It's Shaun the Sheep, and I love me some Shaun the Sheep, so I'm excited to see this one.
Oh. Huh?
Hey! Ah! Ah! What? Oh.
To extend the life of your garment, it might be best to go to Barber.
I've never heard of Barber, so tell me what that store is. If you're British, inform me. But I mean, Shaun the Sheep, what a brilliant ad. And of course, no words. So it's great to just see the story unfold and the comedy and the drama and all that just from the visual without any talking or words. But super cute ad. Loved it. I'm not sure how he just snapped his fingers and got a nice coat at the end. Is that when he went to Barber and got a coat? I don't know. Anyway, I loved all the animals working together to try and come up with a Christmas gift. And that is, of course, the most fun thing about Christmas morning is giving someone a gift that's just what they need. So hopefully we'll all do a better job getting gifts that last rather than that patched together coat that they gave him. But it's the thought that counts, right? So I think my favorites this year were definitely the TK Maxx ad. I loved that one. It was cheeky and great music and just really fun. I loved the M&S food one. I think they did a brilliant job with that. I loved the Lidl one with the raccoon. So that was definitely one of my favorites. And then, of course, I loved the Shaun the Sheep one also. So tell me what your favorites were from this group I showed. And then if I have missed your favorite Christmas ad of the year, let me know what it is as well in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this little review of some of the best ads from 2023. And now check out this video where I talk about Christmas dinners in the US and UK. And this video has the best British Christmas advert of all time. Thanks so much for watching. Merry Christmas, and do something good in the world today.